Hello, this is Alessandrina with Dexter and Alessandrina. And today I'm going to talk about releasing victimhood and how helpful and beneficial it can be to release any sense of victimhood that we have about our life, about ourselves, about our relationships, about people in our lives, about situations, circumstances, places, the weather. So there can be this idea that, and we might not realize how deep it runs, that we're a victim to ourselves, to others, to the world, to different life circumstances, and we can carry that within ourselves and essentially experience negative emotions as a result. We can feel sadness, we can feel despair, we can feel anger, resentment, a bunch of different negative emotions as a result of feeling victimized. Like things are happening to us rather than things happening for us. And so if we make an inventory within ourselves of ways in which we feel victimized by our own self, our patterns, our thoughts, our emotions, our energy, our health, and all things external, seemingly external to ourselves, then once we become aware of that, we can clear it. We can make the inventory of ways in which we feel that things are not the way that they should be. So that's a sense of victimhood, not a sense of acceptance and inviting what is, and realizing that whatever is unfolding in the present moment is really a manifestation, a result of the choices we've made in the past, conscious and unconscious, and sometimes choices we're not even aware of. If you believe in past lives, or even from our ancestors and our family, there can be a lot of choices that we're not aware of that are influencing our present moment in time that we've made, and without even realizing we were making them. And at some level we do choose our families, we do choose where we are born, the conditions we're born into, as a process of evolving our soul, of learning our life lessons. And if we feel victimized by that, then we're not truly in a state of receiving and gratitude and essentially transmutation of those choices and the energies that influence those choices in the past. And therefore we can stay stuck. We can cycle through the same kind of emotions and then experience the limitations of those negative emotions. So it's very useful to become aware of that, to really make an inventory, a comprehensive inventory of ways in which you feel victimized in your life, without victimizing yourself about that, without judging yourself for feeling victimized. And then as you make this inventory and you work through those feelings of victimhood, for instance, we have a meditation on empowering yourself by releasing feelings of victimhood. And when you practice that meditation or another process of transmuting the feelings of being victimized, then you become empowered. You're liberating the energy that is tied up in victimhood, playing out negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative projections, scenarios about the way things are, interpretations that don't serve you, and essentially keeping you stuck in the same energy state. So it's a very bold choice and a difficult choice, and also the most logical and the real choice, the true choice, to choose to release victimhood. It's not easy because we have all of the weight of the past holding us back, all of our interpretations, all of our conditioning, all the beliefs that we resonate with that say that, yes, if this is happening and things are not happening the way we want them to, then we're a victim. And so working through that, realizing and recognizing ways in which that tendency exists in us, and clearing the negative beliefs, the fears, the expectations, the judgments, all the different ego parts of ourselves that are operating from victimhood and interpreting reality from that perspective of victimhood, and therefore experiencing yourself as a victim. And that's challenging, of course, to be able to move past the past, to be able to realize that, and to essentially clear those feelings of victimhood, and to even be aware of ways in which we're feeling victimized, we're in a state of victimhood. Which is why I was inviting you to make an inventory and to sit with yourself and to realize what are ways in my life in which I'm not essentially accepting what is, inviting what is, and seeing the benefit of what is. If we're in victimhood, we're not seeing the benefit. We can't see why a situation, a dynamic, a relationship, a partner, a family member is interacting a certain way, and what we're learning from it. What is our opportunity? Victimhood, the state of victimhood, does not allow for that to happen. It doesn't give the space, because we're in a reactive cycle to our own victimhood in negative emotions, and then we feel stuck and we feel disempowered, and we feel like we have to do something to change this reality, not from a place of equanimity and acceptance, from a place of reactivity and victimhood. So I invite you to make this inventory for yourself, to realize and recognize ways in which you feel victimized by anything and anyone, and by yourself. And then to choose to clear it using the meditation that I mentioned, or using another process of transmutation of negative emotions and thoughts and perspectives. There are many. And once you go through this process of transmutation, then you can really realize, as the energy liberates from the past and the heaviness and the stress of feeling victimized, as this liberates, then you can find yourself in a creative space and a creative state where you can envision a new future for yourself, where you can start making new decisions, new choices that will lead to, therefore, new energies and new results. And that can't happen if you're cycling into victimhood, because you'll keep replaying out the past over and over again of your own perspectives of victimhood. It will continue to manifest itself and to replay out in your mind and taint your reality, taint your experiences, and that's not helpful. And it's helpful to the degree that it will get you to the next step, where you say no more of this feeling of disempowerment and feeling victimized by myself and others and life. And so everything has its time and its space and its value, even if it is seemingly negative or is perceived as negative. I hope this helps you, and that you find that as you release feelings of victimhood, as you empower yourself to do that, to make that choice, to continuously intend to make it, you find yourself in a state that is much more creative and abundant, and receiving others, yourself, life, and a state of joy, a state of love, and a state of deep peace within yourself. Sending you much love.